So back out this morning. First things first, Dave from DTB, he's going to be sorting all the cooling out on the vehicle for me, just because I've never done it before, so I'm not sure how to do it. So I'm going to go take the car over there to give him a hand. Unfortunately, we didn't have any wheels for it, but luckily Dave did. So thanks to Dave, got the wheels on. Going to shoot it over there now. He's going to do the cooling, and fingers crossed we don't have any issues like what Matt did on his GT3 RS in America. So yeah, let's get cracking with it. Oh yeah, one thing I'm not quite sure about, again, after watching Matt's video in America, to get to where the coolant gets topped up, you have to have all the doors and everything on, so obviously I haven't done that yet, so I can make sure we can get to it to fill it up before we take it around as well. Who knew Matt's videos would be educational, but I hope he's wrong. It's open, so let's go. Right, see you there, can't you? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's going proper flat now.
I think we've got a bit of a leak because it might be on the cap. The last time we got it round a bit further.
Alright, yeah.
It seemed a bit quicker, I thought, but it's actually holding it.
Oh, so would that drop pressure if it had a leak?
If there was a leak, yeah, that would be going back down now.
I'd be really surprised if there's not a leak. It's quite simple then, really, isn't it? I thought it was going to be a bit more technical than this. So what's that actually doing if you haven't got fluid in, have you?
No, so what we do now is that's just exhausted all the air out of it, as you've seen with them bits up flat. So the idea is there's very little air in the cooling system now.
Ah, so that's going to suck it up out the bucket?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Ah, you open the tap.
And it sucks out. Watch this go.
So today's plan, get the door back on, and then we're going to start on the front end. So we're going to put the wings on, and we're going to try and manipulate the bonnet basically just to fit properly, because at the minute it's still run off slightly. So we're so close to finishing it. It's just I keep putting things back together and then realising I need something else. It's just silly things like little clips for the washers on the front. I managed to lose a rubber for the wing mirror on the passenger side, so that means I can't do the interior door cards. Just little bits and pieces like that, which isn't, you can't just go to a shop and get, so I have to order all of them from Porsche pretty much for all them little bits anyways. But today we've got the rear lights that we'll put in. I've repaired one of them, so that is to go in. This is still at the paint shop, the fuel cap cover, that's at the paint shop. He's going to finish that for me today, so obviously I'll get that tomorrow, but I don't know if I have to remove the wing or not for that. And one more thing I'm waiting for, which was supposed to be today, but they rang me and said it's going to be tomorrow now. Driver side headlight. Obviously I tried to fix it, it's not worked, so I've had to buy one. So again, another second-hand part. But yeah, I mean it's not signed fully, but as you can see the gap where I've silicone pushed it down, I've just not pushed the top down enough, or overnight it's lifted and it doesn't sit right. So I really didn't want to have to buy another one of them, but at the same time I've gone this far, so I might as well get that sorted. I might as well do it properly. There was another bit that was damaged on the light as well, so it makes me not feel too bad. And then the lens that I tried to repair it with initially was £100, so lost £100 there. So as you can see on this rear light, this was the one that was actually slightly damaged, so I had the smallest of cracks across the top. Maybe it's about 2-3 inches long. I put some super glue on it, don't know if it sealed it, so I put some silicone over the top of it as well, just to try and make sure it does seal, because I don't want to buy another one. Hopefully you can't see any of this when it goes in the car itself. And if it does, we're going to have to do something about it. I think I'll be alright. I think I'll be able to clean that enough once it's in the car to do something with that one. So now the rear end is complete, the interior is complete. One last job to finish off the front end. Sorry, finish off front end, put wheels in. So as you previously seen, I'd already mounted the bumper and everything was going to plan apart from we'd received the wrong indicators. So I finally got the right indicators. And the problem I've got with them is, which I kind of expecting at the start, but obviously I was hoping I was going to be able to do something with, is the GT3 RS wing is obviously wider than a standard Carrera one. So I've got to make that look sort of factory to that. How I'm going to do that? Not sure yet. But first things first, we're going to take this bumper back off. I've got the new headlight as well for the driver's side, so we'll get that fitted and then try and make this look like it came out of the factory with this bumper on. So I have obviously got a lot of jobs to do, but a few of the bits and pieces I want to do is obviously once you got the bumper on. So this is the original scoop that comes with for the Carrera. Obviously with the GT3 bumper, this doesn't fit 100%, so I'm going to modify that ever so slightly whilst we've got the bumper off. Obviously I want to paint this or wrap it just so it's black so it doesn't stand out like a soft film when it's on the car. And then just tidy all the wires up, swap the headlight, and then we can get the bumper back on and hopefully get it all nice and square. So that is the plan. So hopefully the final piece I need to buy has arrived. I mean, I'm not feeling the most confident it's going to be the last piece I buy for it, but to get me on the road, I think hopefully this might be the last piece. At this point as well, I've lost count how much I've spent on the rebuild. Wow, that is peppered. So like I say, hopefully this is the last piece I'm buying, but when I was bidding on it, some pictures looked like it was really clean, other pictures looked like it had a few stone chips and stuff, which obviously you're going to get on a headlight, but it's definitely got a few more than what I was expecting. You see the hairline scratches and whatever else, and then obviously there's it. That's what a new one looks like. So after 6 months of hard work and a lot of money, it's finally on the road. And one thing I can say for sure is all that hard work is worth it. What a car. It's absolutely unbelievable. It generally is that good. Honestly, it's like, I've never owned a Porsche before, and you hear people going on about Porsches, how they drive, and without sounding a bit soft, it actually does make you feel special. So what a car, chuffed to bits with it. Obviously there's still quite a few issues with the car, so we need to get there's a bracket for the headlight. The biggest thing is obviously to make the bumper fit properly. From here it looks fine, it's just when you go here you got a bit of gappage, but I will sort that out, so don't judge me yet. That is not finished. I literally just wanted to use the car. Chuffed to bits with the colour of the wheels as well, so I think this is actually a Lamborghini colour, satin, gold, bronze, whatever colour you class it as, but I'm sure it's down as a Lamborghini colour. Obviously pops well with the black paintwork. But I am absolutely over the moon how this has turned out. Even to get all the interior finished off and all the suede all nicely cleaned up, and the wheels back on, and even just the centre caps. It's just, the car's pretty much there. It's probably what, 95% there. So a few little finishing touches, a little bit of paintwork that needs polishing. Obviously the front bumper is going to be the biggest job to sort, but apart from that, it's so good to drive the car. So now that it's on the road, it's not to say it's on the road without any faults. We still have, we've got a few headlight issues that are flagging up, yet the headlights are working fine, and side lights, they're absolutely working fine as well. We also have a PADM warning light, so that could be some engine mounts that might need replacing. I've been told they're about £1,000, so I'm hoping it's not. Hopefully that's going to sort itself out. Also we've got the tyre pressure sensors that need, I think the batteries must be gone, so I need to replace them. But all in all, the car is unreal. One thing I definitely can confirm is the expectations I had for the car, it's so much better. So actually driving and using the car, what a car. It's just I've not got many words for it, to be fair. It's just, it is that good. And if you've never drove a Porsche before or used a Porsche, you've got to do it. So obviously I've still got a lot of things planned for this car. Straight away we've got a Nurburgring trip coming up. After that, well, I'll try and do, before we go on the Nurburgring, obviously I'd like to get mapped, so obviously I'll take you through all that process. We can do the engine and the gearbox on these, and they gain about 100 horsepower, so they're really good for tuning. And then I think the next thing after that, I might wrap it. So a lot of people hate wrap, but it does protect the paintwork, and I think with it being a Porsche, it might need to be a bit of a lairier colour than black. So stay tuned for that. And then in next week's video, we're supposed to be going to the Nurburgring. Fingers crossed it's going to make it. I've currently done about 100 miles in the car so far in the last 3 days since Friday, so it's not actually been tested yet, but so far so good. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll catch you in Germany.
Oh, smoking smoke! Oh my god. Is it on fire? It might be, it stinks. He is not going to be happy.